This is Sam Miller for Fust Media. We're looking at the big picture behind today's top story. Before Bruce Springsteen became the boss, before the stadium tours and legendary albums, he was just a young musician who got kicked out of his band. So what saved him? Not a manager, not a record deal, a Rolling Stones song. We're uncovering the story of how one track changed everything for him. Let's jump right into it. Every artist has heroes. For Bruce Springsteen, one of the biggest was the Rolling Stones. They did not just inspire him, they helped shape his dreams and his future. During the band's 60th anniversary, BBC Two made a series called My Life as a Rolling Stone. In it, Springsteen shared a personal story about how the Stones changed his life. Springsteen talked about how much he admired the band's original frontman, Brian Jones. He said, "I would use my mother's hair clips to pin my hair down. Then I would sleep on it exactly right because I had Italian curly hair. So I would pin it down until it was as straight as Brian Jones." This shows how deeply he wanted to be like his heroes. The key part of his story is about the Rolling Stones' 1964 song, It's All Over Now. Early in his career, Springsteen was kicked out of his local band. He felt angry and lost that night. Instead of giving up, he made a decision. He said, "All right, I'm going to be a lead guitar player." He played the Stones' It's All Over Now and tried to copy Keith Richards' guitar solo. Later, he explained why that moment meant so much to him. He said, "It held a special place for me because when I got thrown out of my first band, I went home that night and I was pissed off, so I said, 'All right, I'm going to be a lead guitar player.' And for some reason, that solo felt like something I might be able to manage. I put the record on, and I sat there all night until I was able to scrape up some relatively decent version of Keith's solo. It was a very important record for me, as it was the first solo I ever learned. It was the first guitar solo he ever learned, and it gave him hope. In his words, it saved his career. The Rolling Stones inspired him in another big way too. When he formed the E Street Band in 1972 with Steven Van Zandt, he had one clear goal. In a 1984 interview, he said, "Mainly, we planned to be just like the Rolling Stones. They were the band we liked the best at the time." He later explained that as people grow, they find their own style, but he was always proud of the success and audience they built. Their relationship was not always simple. In 1988, Keith Richards said Springsteen was a nice person, but he thought his long shows were too much and felt his music was a bit pretentious. Even after those comments, music brought them together. In 2014, Springsteen joined the Rolling Stones at Rock in Rio in Portugal and performed Tumbling Dice with Mick Jagger, showing mutual respect and shared history. This story proves that a single moment can change everything. Springsteen could have given up, but instead he turned his anger into music, and the rest is rock history. What about you? Has a song ever given you strength? Write it below. Let's talk about it. Don't forget to like the video, and I'll see you in the next episode.